Hello guys, good evening. Let's start our analysis for the week. So starting with the Indian market, first thing like always we'll be discussing about the Nifty and then the Bank Nifty index, and then we'll be moving to other stocks. Few of the stocks which I have shortlisted, I'll be discussing those setups. So starting with the Nifty chart, if you notice the overall movement here, it has been a lot sideways from last so many weeks. There was a good upside move. After that, market has been consolidating for a long period of time. So once the market start consolidating for weeks together, which simply means that you have to wait for the breakout or trade between the range, like sell at the resistance, buy at the support. That is what you can expect here. And we can clearly notice that market is in a sideways channel. So this is more like a channel forming here, more sideways movement. Whichever side the market breaks out, then the trend would resume, or it might resume the upward trend, or it might change the trend and become bearish. That is a possibility. But till the time market is playing in between the range, you would have to sell at the resistance, buy at the support. For that, you can be on the daily chart, and you can accordingly see, you can see the channel more clearly. I can adjust it better here. Instead of drawing two trend lines, you can also draw a channel, and you can choose the tool from the left hand side panel here, and you can directly draw a channel itself. So this is the whole range. And as in when you see market is at the resistance and you get a bearish confirmation, you should be on the sell side. And once you see the market is here at the support, you need to be on the buy side. It's a very strong consolidation is happening. So that's why if you notice some few of the stocks which you guys have been trading, you're not seeing much of movement happening there. So that is the reason, because the market is very sideways from last few weeks. Same for Bank Nifty also. If you notice, it is sideways, but it is slowly falling down here. And if you notice last time also when I made the video, and I've been saying that this will be my first level of pullback, which is somewhere around this similar area. So this is the first area of pullback which it has reached. So this was a clear breakout, and this was 23.6% level. If I'll draw the Fibo also here, you can clearly notice that if you're not very good with trend lines. So if you will draw from low to high, so market is clearly at 23.6. So after seeing the bearish move, don't just switch to sell, especially at those prices which are acting as a strong support area. Notice how the candles are forming, because there's a very high possibility market might take a support here and go up from here. So just don't sell because it's a bearish candle, and just don't buy because it's a bullish candle. It does not function that way. You have to see the levels are very important, and then candlesticks at those levels are very important. Like for example, just keep checking your daily closes. I would not recommend you to go for weekly here. So daily, once you get a bullish candlestick confirmation here, it's a strong support. It is 23.6% level. You can be on the buy side and target up till the next resistance. If you see a next bearish close again on the downside, then you can be on the shorting side and target up till this level. So this is how the range bound trading happens. Whichever side you see the breakout is happening, or it takes a support breakout on the downside, or it takes the support uh, at this level, which is looking like a good resistance turning into support. If you get a bullish candlestick on a formation here, you can be on the buy side. So both ways market can function. Higher chances it might form a bullish candle here, depending on how the movement is happening, because it's more sideways. So it is more expected that it should take a support here, and then you can target up till the resistance. So that is what is happening in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Not a trending move currently, more of a sideways, more of in Bank Nifty, especially the pullback is finally done. So you never know, from here it might resume the trend again. But for that, we need a strong bullish candle confirmation to say that. So though it broke the previous, very strong previous resistance, so there is a chance after testing this level again, it might resume and pick up. But we don't assume things in technical analysis. We do the analysis, and when it gives us a confirmation, that is when we enter. So if not weekly, keep checking daily time frames, and as per confirmations, do trade. I have few setups which might not be like instant trade setups, but the analysis wise, these are the few stocks which I would keep in my list and would definitely wait for the market to find a setup. Like for example, you can see here this one. This is a clear breakout pullback. We had also got a pin bar here, but after that, market did a pullback again. And just now, also, it is at a good level. And it tried to spike, but it never took your stop loss. If you would have taken a buy after this itself, still you would be, since it's a sideways market, you will be stuck at the same level. But it's a very good setup because it has done the breakout here, right? As in when this level is broken, you can see a good momentum then. So you can keep it in the list. If you get good prices, you can buy also, and you can target up till the resistance. But since it's a very good breakout pullback level, if this breaks this resistance break, then you can expect first level this, and after that you can see a good vertical upside move, depending on how Bank Nifty and Nifty performs. Next setup would be Aisha Motors. Aisha Motors, why? Because it's just a very strong pattern is forming here. That's why I thought I'll discuss. If most of you would have should have identified this, especially our students, which is head and shoulder pattern. If you can see, once the neckline breaks, and this is when you can expect a good fall up till this level. If it takes a support, then you can see the upside move, but it's a very good head and shoulder because it has done a great impulse move and then instant correction. So this is the strongest point of head and shoulder pattern. Impulse move on the upside, impulse rejection on the downside. That's why it looks like a good good pattern, a very good pattern, and also formed after the bullish trend. Once the breakout happens, then you can expect the first fall up till this level and the next long term fall up till this level. Also, if I'll extend the neckline, also you can see this is also the resistance turning into support, right? So there's a good, very strong neckline as well. This breakout will definitely should be on the sell side. So you can keep an eye on it. If the candle closes below this level, then you should not be looking to buy Asha Motors. Then it is looking strongly weak, at least till up till this next support level, which is around this area. So this will be the first level of support. So this is another, because of the chart pattern, a very strong head and shoulder, very clean head and shoulder is forming. If the formation will complete when the neckline breakout happens, but you can keep an eye, you can keep it in the list in your radar. Next one is Airtel, Bharti Airtel. Why? Because it has constantly been rejecting this level. First thing, since it has a clear swing, you can draw a Fibonacci from low to high and see it's clearly rejecting 50% here. And also, if you notice, it is also taking a resistance at 38.2. So 50% looks like a support and 38.2 looks like a resistance. So look to buy this stock once the market breaks above, like you get a body dominating candle closing above this level, like something similar to this. If you get a candle close above proper body dominant, then it should be good to buy and target up till this level. So this also can be in your list. Also, it has a breakout pullback setup if you would have identified. Just a second. If you notice this movement, so this was a clear resistance breakout pullback. It's a proper confluence setup. If the candle closes above 38.2, it's a very, very good setup to be on the buying side. So that is one. You can keep it in the list. You never know, this week itself in Tuesday or Wednesday market picks up and make on the daily time frame also you can wait for the candle confirmation to buy. And see here, there's a constant and clear support this is taking. Once the candle closes above this resistance, that is when you can be on the buy side. So you can keep checking your daily closes for that. Now moving to Power Grid here. So this one also, if you see, I have already drawn a trend line. It's a very strong, clean resistance trend line. A clear breakout had happened here. Now the pullback is almost done. Only this much is left. You can be on the shorting side for now and target up till this level. Intraday traders can definitely do that. But around this level, once you get a rejection candle to buy, it would be a very good breakout pullback and a very good setup to buy and to target up till this level. This could be a good stock for cash market as well because it is valued less. So you can buy a good number of stocks here. So you can accordingly decide and plan out your trade, and either you can be short, you can short now and target up till this level. That would be one step if you're an intraday trader. If you're waiting for the market to buy only, then you can wait for the market to come around this level, get a bullish candle confirmation, and then you can be on the buying side here around this area. Around the price of 200 to 210 should be a very good buying price here. So this is another which you can keep patiently wait for this stock also to give you a good confirmation. Setup is very good. That's why I'm discussing this one. And the next one is JK Tire. JK Tires is also, if you notice the overall setup here, why it is chosen is because there's a clear rejection candle closing above. Weekly candle is very strong. And that too at a point, if you will notice this, there is a clear resistance breakout, pullback, and around this area you can be on the upside and targeting up. You can clone the same level and see this is the next resistance. So this angle has been getting respected. If you see previously also, the same angle is being followed. So once you buy here, this will be your first target. After that, you can accordingly decide your targets using the same trend lines. So this is another one stock which weekly has already confirmed. You can wait for daily or 4 hourly to give you a bullish candle confirmation. So once you see today's candle, I mean today I've got a bearish candle somewhere around this area. Once you get a bullish candle confirmation, you can be on the buying side, but make sure that you have a bullish candle confirmation, then only buy, and then you can target up till this area. So seeing the latest closing, you can expect some around this area, you can get the good buying entries. So that is about Indian market. These are the few setups. Since the market is very sideways, so there are not many trade setups, and you might also have to wait longer since it's not trending that much. So have some patience, take only those trades which are giving you good risk to reward, and try to trade between the range for now. Once a breakout happens, then you can switch to a trend. But try to trade in the range, in the sense buy at the support, sell at the resistance with candle confirmations. Now let's move to the forex market, commodities and currencies here. So here, first starting with the dollar index chart, I'll open the weekly chart, and you can clearly see that there was a half body, half wick candle, but there's a clear rejection on the upside, that too at a very strong level in the sense you can see a clear support turning into resistance. This is a clear trend line, right? Also, there's a breakout pullback setup. What we have is this. There's a clear support breakout pullback. So this is a very strong sell confirmation here. So dollar clearly looks very weak. If you guys are not good with trend lines, then you can draw your Fibonacci here, right? So Fibonacci, as per Fibonacci, you would be on the sell side. It is around 23.6. If it closes below 23.6, then as per Fibonacci, it will give the confirmation. Currently, Fibo is not giving the proper confirmation. Once it closes below 23.6, then as per Fibonacci, it would give a good resistance confirmation. So if you're waiting for that, then you wait for further closing. But as per trend line, if you would notice, it is clearly at a spot on position, and it's a very strong resistance and looks good to sell till the next swing low. Also, since dollar is weak, so gold should be on the buying side, which we can clearly see a very, very strong pin bar, which is clearly indicating for gold to buy. So be on the buying side of gold. Clearly, it has confirmed very strongly, and the candle confirmation is very strong. Wait for smaller time frames to give you proper confirmations, and then you can be on the buy side of gold. See here. Every which way it is taking a good support. And if you will draw the Fibo, let's see what levels it's coinciding. It is exactly rejecting 61.8% here. So it's a very, very strong confluence level. Be on the buying side of gold. Go to for smaller time frames and look for buying opportunities. Be it gold, be it silver. Silver also, see we have a clear pin bar, and that too we have it at a proper support level, right? Also, if you will draw the Fibo, it should be coinciding. So if I draw the Fibo from here to here, it is playing above 38.2. It is actually not coinciding with the 38.2. It hasn't tested it, has missed it. So if you are trading as per Fibo, then you would have to wait for either to test this level or close above 23.6. Uh, till then, I personally prefer, I use Fibonacci, but I prefer trend lines more. So there's a clear candle confirmation here, and you can be on the buying side. If you're waiting for the Fibonacci confirmation, then you can wait for the candle closing above, and then you can buy and target up till this level. Whichever strategy, whichever instrument you have taken that as a base, make sure that is giving you a proper confirmation. Like for example, for me, the trend line with the candle confirmation is a proper confirmation for me to be on the buying side and target up till this next resistance. So clearly, if you would notice the correlation between dollar and commodity, especially gold and silver, dollar is weak, and clearly we can see gold and silver being on the buy side. So there's a clear inverse correlation. You should never do a thing like that you are on the sell side of dollar and same time you're selling gold and selling silver as well. 80% of the time it has an inverse correlation, which we can clearly see on the chart also. See, gold, silver is looking for buy and dollar is clearly indicating for sell. So this inverse correlation should be there. So since dollar is weak, so all other major pairs. So focus this week, focus on major pairs. Buy Euro USD, buy New Zealand USD, sell USD CAD. Focus on major pairs in the sense dollar pairs, because dollar has a good clarity. Dollar is clearly looking weak, right? So instead of focusing on major cross pairs, focus on major pairs like Euro USD. You can clearly see it as at the support and indicating for buy both ways. There's a breakout pullback setup as well, and there is a strong support as well. New Zealand USD also we have a clear buy confirmation here. You can draw the Fibonacci and it should be rejecting 23.6, I think. Yes, see, exactly rejecting 23.6. If not, then you have a trend line also coinciding. Whichever instrument you follow more, you can take that. So all the dollar pairs, GP USD also indicating for strong buy here. Exactly from the support it is picking up. USD CAD it is indicating for sell, right? Though there's an indecisive, wherever there's an indecisive candle, you can go to daily time frame and wait for a confirmation for sell. But clearly we can also see that there's a clear downward trend. So since dollar has a clarity, but again I would say that like I keep repeating the same, that don't rely completely on dollar. Don't take 4 5 trades just of dollar. Diversify it a little. If don't take more than $2 related pairs or two major pairs. Make sure you are diversifying it. Like for example, Euro New Zealand. New Zealand is looking strong, and see it. This is one setup which looks very good to me because it's a clear cut breakout pullback here. See, there's a strong support breakout pullback. So in order to diversify, you can take this trade as well. So try to diversify. Don't just take all. I mean, all in the sense is don't take Euro USD buy, New Zealand USD buy, GP USD buy, USD CAD sell, USD JPY sell. Don't just rely on all of them just on dollar, because if dollar reverses in the sense that if dollar becomes strong, all your trade will hit the stop loss. So just take two of the currencies, and along with gold also you can go. Gold also if you're trading, then again it's the reliance is on the dollar. It's XAU USD, right? So just make sure out of all this lot you're taking two solid pairs. Like USD JPY looks very good positioning wise. If you notice here, it's looking very nice. It's a clear resistance, and You can go to smaller time frame. Once you have a candle confirmation, then you can go for the sell side. Dollar week, so you would have to wait for, so breakout, if you see the breakout is done, wait for the pullback and then you can be on the sell side. So diversify, trade well. Just now, clearly, forex market is looking have more momentum, in the sense commodities, currencies are looking good. Uh, Whereas Indian market is more of sideways. You never know; it might pick up momentum anytime soon. But make sure that there's proper confirmation whenever you're taking a trade. It's not just about analysis, it's about your risk management, your money management as well. So patiently wait for the right setup. Smaller risk, more reward is always the best way to go. So see you guys again next week. If anything, please kindly post it on the comment box. I would definitely try to take care of it. Thank you guys. Bye bye. See you again next week.